Alleged illegal wire connection kills a father of three. PM admonishes Monrepo residents to get registered. In the region, Argentina's markets and peso plunge after shock votes. And internationally, Mexican women vent fury at police over rape cases. Greetings and welcome. Welcome to this edition of Headline News Updates. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. A family at Port Morant, Quarantine Berbice, was attacked and beaten around 21:30 hours Sunday night when three bandits armed with cutlasses and a gun invaded their home, demanding $4 million in cash. Indira Samaru, along with her husband and teenage son, were at home at the time of the incident. The bandits entered the home from the side just after a friend had left the couple's home. The woman recalled that the entire ordeal lasted for about 20 minutes. Both she and her husband were beaten and robbed of cash and other items. Neighbors who saw the men entering the home and made numerous calls to the Wim police station got no answers. Investigation into this matter is continuing. Illegal connection to the GPL line is said to be that cause of a father's death. Esther Sobers visited the family of the dead man.
I didn't even know that he was getting shocked. I think that he get blackout. When my brother came and said that this boy get shocked and he died, that was a shock to me.
What was supposed to be a family day of fishing on the Muslim holiday Eid al-Adha has turned into a day of mourning after 34-year-old Orlando Ramnarine was electrocuted yesterday at Corverden on the east bank of Darara.
He go for Troy Castnet and I said, man, fishing gave him bite, let me go back. At the back. He said, all right, let me go. And he's walking, and he go. And he said he see a fish bust and he run. And the run that he run, he leave right there, he fall along, he had a hurt. So I get frustrated, I think that he get black out. And I take my phone and I call my brother there, O'Neill. And he come, when he come, he said, this boy body is in current, he get shocked from me.
Ramnarine's brother-in-law, who didn't want to appear on camera, spoke to Channel 2 Headline News. The brother-in-law said the owners of the property admitted to having an illegal wire connection and that part of the wire was exposed. Channel 2 Headline News understands that reports were made to GPL about the illegal wire connection, but the company owner responded yesterday after Ramnarine was electrocuted.
They say how they call GPL and GPL didn't come and move the wire. And when the thing happened, how GPL reached there at the suddenly so fast and cut the wire down. When the incident happened, if you see less than an hour, the GPL jeep reached and cut down the wire.
The loss of her common-law husband, who was a carpenter and the sole breadwinner of his family, has left 22-year-old Arvona Parmanan to seek public assistance to help maintain her three children, ages 11 months, 2 and 4 years old. Parmanan is unemployed.
I have my three children here now. I don't have a house of my own. I just rent house. And my baby just drink porridge, Nestum and milk. These two. My daughter there have to get school thing. And it's very hard right now because I can't go walk right now. And it's just 2 months ago my mother passed away. So it's really hard right now to lose my husband. My husband was a good person. He was the provider for me and me and them. And he was never a bad person. He always good to me.
If you would like to make a contribution to the family, you can contact Parmanan on 682-6868. For Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Coming up after the break, Prime Minister encourages Monrepo residents to get themselves registered, and a shooting incident caught on the newly installed CCTV.
Did you know that John Lewis Styles carries back-to-school items? Besides clothing and footwear, you can also get lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, and pulley backpacks from $10,995, all for the same price or less than buying online, and it's already here. Also, get a chance to win one RCA tablet every week in August. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. That's 4 tablets you can Google homework with. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
The Guyana Elections Commission will commence house-to-house registration in your area soon. You must register if you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration. 14 years and older by the 31st of October 2019, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the qualifying date. If you were previously registered, you will need to register again. Look out for GCOM. Make it your responsibility to get registered. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy. Contact the nearest GCOM registration office or visit our website www.gcom.org.gy.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient.
You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins,
or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants
while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.ui. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
Welcome back. As the elections campaign kicks into high gear, politicians are fanning out across the country. The Prime Minister was out over the weekend. Wendell Jeffrey reports.
Elections are in the air, and over the last weekend, the current ministers of government hit the streets in search of hearts and mind. Leading the charge was Prime Minister and First Vice President Moses Nagamutu. He admonished the audience in Monrepo to get their names on the lists, not necessarily to vote, but to make sure that they are registered.
There's a big exercise going on to get persons to register, not register to vote, but to make sure that you put your name on the national register.
The Prime Minister, who is also responsible for government information, said that a new list will be compiled of all Guyanese over the age of 14 and that the new ID cards can be used when applying for land or getting loans.
Of all Guyanese 14 years and above, you will have your ID card, your new ID card. You'll be able to have identification to go to the bank, to be able to apply for a loan, to apply for land.
GCOM is reporting that some 300,000 Guyanese have been so far registered, which includes most of the voting population. The Chief Judge, Roxanne George Wiltshire, has promised to rule on whether or not to disband the ongoing registration process. That ruling is scheduled to take place tomorrow. On Sunday, the Prime Minister told those gathered at the campaign stop in Monrepo that not only should they register, but that they should also encourage their friends and relatives to do so.
I want to encourage you to register, to cooperate with the registration officers, who are coming to your communities. Encourage your neighbors, encourage your families to do so.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. 2 days ago, a man was shot on Hadfield and High Streets, and the police say they have it all on camera. Esther Sobers filed that report.
The newly installed CCTV cameras around Georgetown are already in use and aiding the police to ascertain the suspect behind the Hadfield Street shooting last Sunday, which shows the suspect, a man in a red T-shirt, standing close to the injured individual who was lying on the ground. In a telephone interview with Channel 2 Headline News, the crime chief acting, Michael Kingston, said the police already knows who they are looking for. Amateur cell phone footage and persons who were in the area at the time revealed that 2 men were seen arguing when the man in the red T-shirt took a gun and shot the other individual. While the injured man remained on the roadway, the shooter was seen picking up what is believed to be spent shells. He is then seen running to and then driving away in a 212. The unidentified man in the footage is receiving treatment at the Georgetown Public Hospital. For Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. When we return, Argentine markets and peso plunge after shock vote, and Hong Kong protest disrupts airport for second day.
Are you kidding me? Really? So wrong. That is not what we were taught at the Green Generation Guyana camp.
Is this the correct way to do it? Drivers, you have 2 options that you can use. First, you can temporarily put your empty plastic bottles in the trunk of your vehicle or on the ground on the passenger side next to you. Or secondly, place them in the nearest garbage bin you see. We need you to play your part in helping us keep the environment clean and healthy. A message from the Ministry of Communities, Green Generation Guyana Sanitation Program. For more information, please contact us on 592-227-2605, or you may find us on the World Wide Web at www.moc.gov.gy.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
The Guyana Elections Commission will commence house-to-house registration in your area soon. You must register if you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration. 14 years and older by the 31st of October 2019, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the qualifying date. If you were previously registered, you will need to register again. Look out for GCOM. Make it your responsibility to get registered. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy. Contact the nearest GCOM registration office or visit our website www.gcom.org.gy.
Did you know that John Lewis Styles carries back-to-school items? Besides clothing and footwear, you can also get lunch bags from $3,500, backpacks from $4,500, and pulley backpacks from $10,995, all for the same price or less than buying online, and it's already here. Also, get a chance to win one RCA tablet every week in August. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. That's 4 tablets you can Google homework with. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
Welcome back. Argentine stock markets and its currency have both plunged after conservative Argentine President Mauricio Macri suffered a stock defeat in primary elections on Sunday. The peso fell 15% against the dollar on Monday after earlier plunging around 30% to a record low. Some of the country's most traded stocks have also lost around half of their value in one day. Mr. Macri, in response, has pledged to reverse Sunday's election results. President Macri was elected in 2015 on promises to boost Argentina's economy to a sweep of liberal economic reforms, but his promised recovery has yet to materialize. Argentina is currently in a recession and posts 22% inflation for the first half of the year, one of the highest rates globally. More than a third of the country's population is currently living in poverty, according to official figures. And in international news, hundreds of protesters have flooded the streets of Mexico City, demanding justice for 2 teenage girls who were allegedly raped by police officers. Around 300 protesters, mostly female, descended on the Mexican capital's prosecutor's office on Monday. Armed with pink glitters and spray paint, they advanced on the building, smashing its doors and leaving a pig's head outside. The protests were sparked by 2 recent rape cases. The first involves a 17-year-old girl who said 4 policemen raped her in their patrol car in Azcapotzalco in the capital's north on the 3rd of August. The second concerns a 16-year-old girl who said a policeman raped her in a museum in the city center days later. Violence against women is prevalent in Mexico. United Nations figures shows an estimated 9 women are killed every day in the country. The figures for reported rapes in Mexico are much lower than those in other countries, which victims groups say is because there is very little trust in the police. And finally, flight check-ins has been suspended at the Hong Kong International Airport for a second consecutive day because of anti-government protests. The airport, which is one of the world's busiest, has been the site of daily protests since Friday. Videos on social media shows passengers struggling to get through demonstrators who have been sitting outside blocking departures. The city's leader, Carrie Lam, earlier issued a fresh warning to protesters. Ms. Lam said Hong Kong has reached a dangerous situation and that violence during protests could push it down a path of no return. Protests started in June in response to a proposed extradition bill, which has now been suspended but has evolved into a more demanding pro-democracy movement. Protesters are fueled by fears that the freedoms Hong Kong enjoy as a special administrative region of China are being eroded. Here now is your 3-day weather forecast. That is all for this edition of Channel 2 Headline News Update. Tune in on Wednesday at 7 p.m. for another episode. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook and YouTube, or you can visit our website at headlinenewsguyana.com for more news. Until then, take care.